Well, more than just a high tea, from baby bumps and names to a beautiful table that just celebrates everything that we are waiting for this weekend. Next to me, our Espresso art director, Duchess. Thank you for joining us again. And look at this beautiful, beautiful table, a true high tea. What is the concept behind this beautiful table?
So because Kate Middleton is having her baby this weekend, I wanted to create something that would inspire moms to be for a baby shower idea. Now, the royal family have been so secretive about her baby shower. You know, the only rumors that are kind of going around is that Pippa Middleton, her sister, was doing the whole party planning part of it, and that her brother James was going to be doing the cake. But actually, by having a baby shower, Kate is breaking royal tradition because it's not practiced. So she likes to approach, you know, her kind of the whole royal side of it in a very kind of modern way, but still being respectful. So I thought it'd be a really nice idea to embrace this whole royal theme by having a quintessential English afternoon tea. And afternoon tea is the same as what we call today a high tea, but back then it was referred to as an afternoon tea, which we will get into a little bit later on the show. So this look and feel is very easy to achieve. We start with a really nice clean base with our white, beautiful lace tablecloth. And then we've used a few lace little doilies and tea towels just to give a little bit of texture to the table. And we've got a beautiful tea set that we have as our main centerpiece. And of course, the traditional food that to serve at a high tea or afternoon tea, which is your little finger sandwiches, your scones with jam and cream, and then of course your little cakes. And then being very, very fun, just to have little sugar cubes and little lemon wedges laid out really nicely. So now a really great tip when putting out a tea set, because I know you asked me earlier, what if you don't have a full tea set?
Yes, because I look at this and it's also beautiful and it looks so expensive and it all matches. What if I don't have a set that matches? What if I have 2 cups missing, perhaps?
Well, the great thing about that is it actually doesn't matter if you have a mismatched tea set. The key tip for this is to have everything kind of uniform. Everything is be laid out parallel and adjacent to each other, so it immediately creates this whole look and feel of very kind of sophisticated and upper class and neat and tidy. So even if it is mismatched, it actually, you don't even notice. And I mean, sticking to that, you know, this is a great time to go to your grandparents and beg them to borrow their beautiful china tea sets. And, you know, the reason we have a brass tea, actual teapot on the table is because back then it was actually tradition to serve the tea in the brass teapot and then pour it into a fine bone china teacup.
Right.
And we have these beautiful little pieces of Victorian cutlery from Woodstock vintage to really kind of capture the look and feel, and beautiful linen serviettes also.
And I can see that your linen serviettes, they don't really match the actual tablecloth. No. So again, like you say, mismatch doesn't matter. It's how it's laid out and how it's presented. I would also, when you look at a high tea, imagine that you're not going to skip a lunch and then go and expect to eat up at the high tea.
No, of course. Yeah, no, of course. Because the actual whole reason that high tea came about was because people would get so hungry in between lunch, which was served so early in the day, and then supper, which was very late into the evening. So they needed something in between to actually kind of curb the hunger pains. So this is the next best thing, to embrace it in a very kind of royal and traditional way that is fun and such a nice theme for a baby shower.
Well, I poured you a cup of tea.
Oh, thank you.
Only a pleasure. High tea in my kitchen. Well, from high tea to royal music, Katlego and Rocco standing by.